Yes, I think it's 45.9.
Yeah.
You want to say, you want to talk about ambulance service, Chelsea coming back in?
No need to, I mean, I don't have any questions for him. My question more for you all, what you want to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, now it's just, I think it's good, I think it's.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think that's good.
What page is that, that one that I made on the page to look?
61, 62, we'll look at the ambulance board budget, or the ambulance budget.
Would you rather do this one?
Yeah.
Or just get in?
Tammy, if you're ready, you can go ahead and come up.
Okay.
Now, what's page number?
I don't
And
think
you don't have one per diem.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably enough. I'm doing well, how's that? Thank you.
Thank you.
John will be in the drum roll.
All right, Tammy, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you all have a copy of our budget that was uploaded into Gateway.
No,
We do not.
Okay. I'm gonna pass that out as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
I'm good.
Good.
Those are my last ones. Do you care if I take one first? Okay, so on the handout, and I handed out first, I've got the budget changes from 22 to the proposed 23 numbers. And I went through each line item with our solid waste board, itemizing out the pluses and minuses. So you see our fuel, I've added 24 grand onto that one. And then we ordered a compactor, and that was over $500,000, so it hasn't came in yet. So that was the other increase. And our property liability, those were the biggest ones.
And can you remind me who's on your solid waste board?
It's the three commissioners, Preston, the mayor, Tom Bricker, and Gail Napier.
Okay, thank you. Council, what questions do you have for Tammy? What questions do you have for Tammy?
Well, I'm going to start out, you handed us out this list here, those things you just bounced up, but how's the money situation going to be looking like for this next year? I know we've done that lit deal, we'll share part of that back
Yes.
with you also. I didn't know how that stands.
It looks like it's going to be in the black this year, so.
Okay. So I know you had, I guess it was all stimulated by some overpayments and not getting what you thought you might get, that we had to take some of that money and send it your way
Yeah.
from our shares.
That's what it was. Our tax rate was like over 9 cents for 2 years. But there's a legislation that placed a tax cap on solid waste districts.
Right.
So we were trying to get that changed. But there was some information that was lacking, and before the senators could take that to committee this past spring. So our tax rate has dropped to 8 cents, and that was where a lot of our funding comes from to operate the landfill. So with that tax cut, and then we had lost some of our vendors, 2 major haulers, so we weren't getting the trash that we needed that also produced our income. So there was 2 or 3 things that came into play about the same time. So that's what spurred the request for the.
Well, I understand we've got a lot of things rectified as far as additional people using
Mhm.
the facility that wasn't previously doing it, helped you out with the kind of trash you needed to maintain, the
Yeah.
right compaction and all of that.
Yeah.
But I guess my question would be, after those questions, you said you'd be in the black. Do you see any foreseeable thing in the future with the situation being as is that would cause us to have to inject more money from someplace else into that, or holding
I think if
now
we
holding
left,
its own?
yeah, I think if we left it the way it is, because the tax rate's not going to change.
No.
It's a fixed, it's like getting a fixed income, and then you've got everything else going up. So with the help from the lit disbursements, we've increased the tipping fees, and then we've had our 2 contracts. And that's brought in an extra $30,000. So, I mean, I just did the 6-month study and foresee it's going to be about 25 to 30,000 from that. And that's, as far as that goes, if we raise the tipping fee any more, we're going to lose the contracts, because there'd be no reason to bring in the facility. And also, we also are limited on how much we can take, and that's in our permit. We're only allowed to take in an average 100 tons a day. That's all we can handle, is what's in our permit.
And I think you had it on here someplace. The facilities has the ability to last for how many more years?
2045 is what they're predicting. And then after that, you see at the bottom of
Yeah.
the schedule, there's a 30-year monitoring period, post-closure period after that.
That's all the questions I have. Anybody else got anything?
I know.
Okay, well, Tammy, thank you so much. We appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well, glad it's back up to,
Where it needs to be.
kind of getting in, we can get